away and feel the water soaking your skin. I hear you next to me in perfect harmony. Let's let the time slip away. And darling, sing along with me and let your voice blow away in the breeze.
Hey, John here. I'm not available to take your call. Please leave a message and I'll try to get back to you.
Nope. You're unavailable, aren't you, John? Since you up and died on me. No, you're not available and you won't be getting back to me anytime soon. But hey, if you can figure out a way to communicate, I'm all ears. So, here we are in Belfast, just like we planned. Except, John, I've got to tell you, I'm so depressed and lonely. I have no one to complain to. I'm going to take all my moans and groans and dump them on you. This is not how we pictured spending our retirement together. Oh, John, I can't stop missing you. That's all for now, John. Bye. Are you okay?
My son said I had to stop riding my bike. I was stubborn. I've been riding my bike my whole life, I said. I know what I'm doing, I said.
Do you have a pain? Should I call an ambulance?
Please don't call an ambulance. I'm just going to lie here a while. My pride hurts more than my body.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. You're very kind, but could you just give me a hand getting this helmet off?
Sure. Jeez. Oh, okay.
Oh, very good.
Can I get you anything? Some water?
No, I appreciate your company, though. Thank you for being here. My personal good Samaritan. Aren't those birds something? A person misses so much zooming through the world.
They are something, aren't they? Would it be all right if I rested my head next to yours?
I would be delighted to have you join me. My name is Nancy, by the way.
Hello, Nancy. I'm Beverly.
I'm very pleased to meet you, Beverly.
So am I. You know, I just moved here, and you're basically the first person I've met.
No shit, really?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, being the first person you've met in Belfast carries a great responsibility. Aside from being an old fool who crashes her bike, I hope I'm making a suitable good impression.
You are. You're making a very good impression.
Well then, Beverly, crashing my bike is worth making your acquaintance.
What that asshole just texted. Open the straits, you fucking bastards, or you have hell to pay. Just watch. All in caps.
Oh, man.
And he has insulted 2 billion Muslims with Praise to Allah. And President, all in caps, Donald J. Trump. What an asshole.
Guys, he really knows how to push our buttons, doesn't he?
And this from the guy who promised to not take us to war. God, I hate him.
Yeah, I hate him too. He and all his weeny little cronies.
Guys, I just stopped looking at my phone. It just gets me worked up.
We should get worked up. Trump is trying to destroy our democracy. And now he wants to nuke Iran.
I know, Priscilla, but all I know is that going down these rabbit holes on my phone isn't helping anybody. I watch the news at night, and then that's more than enough for somebody.
They don't want us to pay attention.
Attention, I am paying attention. I just don't want to give Trump all of my attention. Ladies, I've got to go.
Will we see you at the No Kings rally?
I don't think so. My presence is required in Portland.
Portland? What's in Portland?
Well, it's my doctor. She says I'm overdue for my annual cancer screening.
That sounds serious. Do you need a ride?
No, I'm okay. I've got that taken care of. I'm a full 5 years cancer-free, so this is just a formality, guys.
Well, Mary, please let us know how it goes.
I will. And listen, guys, please, please stay off your phones and write a poem like we were going to. Okay? A poem? Okay. Bye-bye. See you guys. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Nobody shared a poem today. Isn't that why we're supposed to meet? Supposedly, we're supposed to share dreams and poems.
Poems just aren't rising up in me these days.
How about dreams?
Oh, yeah, dreams. I have a recurring one, actually a nightmare. This strange, dangerous man shrouded in darkness changes shapes. One time he's my ex-husband, then he's Trump, and then he's my father.
That sounds horrible. Didn't your father do terrible things to your mother and to you?
Yes, he did. He broke my mother's spirit. And if he were alive today, he'd be wearing one of those red MAGA hats.
Good thing he's dead then, right?
Yes, but he still comes to me in dreams. I wish I could let him go.
Yeah, it sucks to lose your spouse. My husband's been gone 10 years now.
Does it get any easier?
I suppose so. I mean, I can go a whole hour now without thinking about him. But inevitably, I get hit with a sucker punch of grief, and I think, where the hell is he?
Yeah, I'm getting pummeled.
I would expect so. In my experience, getting older is a series of lessons in letting go. For example, I had to let go of the pleasure of riding my bike. I used to love the sensation of freedom, flying through the world, the wind on my face.
You're so brave. I gave up riding a bike 20 years ago.
You gave up too early, girl.
Probably so.
Well, in spite of it all, life goes on. And sometimes it's really beautiful. It can make a big difference if you have people you feel connected to in your life.
Yeah, and I'm living in a town where I don't know anybody.
Well, you know me now. Let's find some others for you to feel connected to. We could start a group, the Growing Old Together group.
Who'd want to join a group like that? That's so depressing. What do we do? Sit around all day and moan and groan about how life is not treating us well? Like a bunch of narcissists?
We can moan and groan if we need to. We can tell stories. We can say, "Atta girl," when one of us does something brave. You don't need to be a narcissist to need a little attention.
Well, maybe we could call the group the Compassionate Narcissists.
We can call the group whatever you want. Truth is, everybody needs help coming to terms with getting old.
Well, since you live around here, you'll be the person in charge of getting people to join the group, whatever we call it.
You can still invite people. You see someone interesting, someone with a kind face. You can go up to them and say, "Excuse me, you have a kind face. I think you'd be a good addition to a group I'm starting, the Growing Old Together group."
Or the Compassionate Narcissist Club.
You could do this.
I can't see myself doing that. No.
Why not?
Well, I'm just too shy. I'm introverted. I'm not used to going up to strangers and talking to them.
Well, that's who you used to be in the past. Who knows who you'll be in the future? It seems to me your life has been blown up. You can be whoever you want to be now. You could be someone new if you want to.
On you walk into the woods, steady as you go, my dear, steady as you go. Though the path
Hey, John here. I'm not available to take your call. Please leave a message and I'll try to get back to you.
So, John, did you get my last message? Oh, I know I was moaning and groaning a lot about how miserable I was, and I thought I should get back to you because I'm feeling a lot better. It's because I made a friend, Nancy. She crashed her bike and I came to her rescue, and she's great. It's weird what a relief it is to be focused on someone else's needs instead of stuck in myself like a narcissist. Nancy's a little older than I am, and she's brave and wise and funny. And she has this idea about forming a group called the Growing Old Together group. Since I don't have you here, John, I figure I need some friends to grow old with. So wherever you are, John, if you can pull some strings to make that group happen, I'd really appreciate it. So, bye for now, my love.
2, 3, 4.
Hey, hi. Got a little rain going here. Hey, you must be Mary?
I am. You must be Ralph.
Yep. So I guess we're both who we're supposed to be.
Well, that's certainly a relief.
So if you'd like to get in the back seat or the front's got a little more room.
I prefer the front, thank you.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right, so we're headed to the doctor's office, huh?
Yeah, I had cancer 5 years ago, and they set up appointments for me, annuals every year, just to be sure it hasn't come back.
Oh, well, I hope you get good news. How have you been feeling?
Well, fine. I usually say fine when somebody asks me that question, but yes, I am kind of tired, seriously tired, but it's this crazy world that we're all living in. I think we're all feeling that way. Don't you?
Yeah, it sure can.
So do you do this a lot, driving people places?
Well, every morning for a couple hours. Can't live on Social Security.
So how do you like it driving people places?
I enjoy it. I like hearing other people's stories.
So do people tell you a lot about themselves?
Some people do. Some people find it easier to talk to a stranger about stuff going on in their lives.
Boy, you must be a good listener.
I guess. This job gives me plenty of opportunities to practice.
I'm thinking I wouldn't like your job. I'm guessing you hear a lot of heartache and that kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of heartache out there.
Isn't that hard? Doesn't it get really depressing?
I suppose it could. The way I see it, heartache is the price we pay for loving. So life without heartache might be the most depressing thing of all. To tell the truth, I kind of feel privileged when people allow me inside their lives. It's almost, I don't know, holy in some way.
What? You mean like you're a priest?
Hardly. I'm just a guy making some extra money taking people where they need to go.
So Ralph, I have this feeling that my cancer has returned.
Because you're tired?
I suppose. You know, this morning as I was waking up, I heard a voice inside my head. Does that sound crazy?
Not at all. What did the voice say?
It said, your time has come.
What did you take that to mean?
It didn't say, but I couldn't help but think it meant it was telling me my time to die has come.
Well, it could mean that, but it could mean other things as well, like it's your time to fly.
Fly?
Yeah, fly, like a butterfly emerging from a cocoon.
Well, it's so funny that you say that, because when I came out the door this morning, there was a butterfly that met me, and I don't know, hung around and flew around me for a good 5 minutes or so.
I'd say that's some good magic.
Ralph, I like that. Some good magic.
Can you believe this? Trump is criticizing the Pope for being soft on crime.
It's outrageous, I know.
He's an embarrassment. I hate him.
I suspect that the Pope would say to you that hating Trump is not good for your soul.
The Pope is probably right.
Look at that seagull just floating up there on the breeze.
What?
No, the seagull just floating, not a care in the world.
They're always there.
Yes, they are. So my doctor called with the results of the blood work that was done down in Portland.
Right. I meant to ask you about what your doctor said in Portland.
Thank you. It appears my cancer has reoccurred.
Oh, Mary, I am so sorry.
Yeah, thank you. I'm terrified, but I'm also strangely alive. I'm more fascinated with how that bird is gliding and floating than I am with anything that Trump is talking about.
That sounds positive.
It's so little effort, and yet there it is. Floating up high, taking in the big picture.
God, you guys, did you see what Trump just posted about the Pope?
God, what? Oh no.
Crazy, yeah?
God, I just hate him.
That's exactly what Priscilla said.
How can you not?
Mary's doctor called.
I mean, the man is a total narcissist. I mean, he only ever thinks about himself.
With her test results, Mary's cancer has reoccurred.
What?
The doctor wants her to come in and talk about chemotherapy options.
Mary, I am so sorry.
That's exactly what Priscilla said to me. Why? Did you guys do something wrong?
No, Mary. It's just that we feel really terrible that you've gotten this news.
Well, we all have to go sometime, right?
But this doesn't have to be your time. You beat it once. You can beat it again.
Margaret, I was showing Priscilla that seagull floating on the wind. That's who I want to be.
Excuse me.
Yes.
My friend Nancy and I are forming a new group called Growing Old Together, or the Compassionate Narcissists, and that's because that's the way I feel when I'm nervous and thinking about myself. So she said go out and find interesting people and look for people with kind faces. So I see that you have a kind face. Would you be interested in joining?
Well, I've known some narcissists in my time, and I'm pretty sure you're not one.
Well, we could go with the Growing Old Together group name then. Whatever. Are you interested?
That's quite an extraordinary invitation. I've never been invited to a Growing Old Together group before.
Well, it's not a cult or something like that. It's a group, and we share stories and we moan and groan, and then when somebody does something brave, we say, "Atta girl."
Which, if I'm not mistaken, something brave is what you've just done. Atta girl.
Is it that obvious?
You tell me. That took some gumption. Well done. Life isn't for the faint of heart, my dear.
Thanks for noticing. My name's Beverly.
And I'm Julia. So when does this Growing Old Together group meet?
Well, we haven't gotten that far. Right now, we're looking for who's going to be in the group. And are you interested?
I might well be, given that the group already appears to inspire courage.
Great. Well, I can get your phone number so I can let you know when and where the first meeting is going to be.
Unfortunately, I don't own a phone, so I can't give you a phone number.
Oh, you don't have a phone?
I choose not to. I have a friend who lets me use her phone. If you give me your number, I could call you next week to find out how the plans are coming along.
Great, that'll work.
Actually, I'm a little surprised I'm accepting your invitation. You are very persuasive, my dear.
Really, that's not a quality I associate with myself.
Thank you. Beverly, I must be on my way, but I'm very pleased to meet you, and I look forward to hearing from you next week.
Me too. Thank you, Julia.
Excuse me. I noticed you talking to Julia Johnson.
Julia? Oh, she didn't give me her last name.
Yes, the Julia Johnson? You mean you don't know who Julia Johnson is?
Should I? I'm new here in town. What is she, famous?
Well, yes, she was. She's kind of a recluse now, a hermit.
She did say she didn't own a phone.
Yeah, you know, she lives off the grid, somewhere outside of town. There aren't many people that have talked to her. You know, she rarely comes into town. You know, I was wondering, what is she like?
Well, she seemed kind, sort of wise, perceptive. I liked her. What was she famous for?
She was the CEO of this big financial firm in New York City. She was one of the richest women in America. And then, you know, in the financial crisis of 2008, she just walked away from the whole thing and gave all of her money away. And then she went off to Maine to either find herself or have some kind of spiritual crisis.
Wow.
So, what were you talking about?
Well, I was telling her that my friend Nancy and I are starting a new group called Growing Old Together, and I asked her if she'd join in. She said yes.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? I happen to be growing old myself. I'm Margaret. Could I join your group?
Wow, well, I'm Beverly. Welcome aboard.
So don't forget to sing, oh la dee da dee da. I'll remind you if you remind me. For the winter is long, but song will keep us on. Keeping us on are the ones of feather, blood, and bone.
Moving up here and not knowing a soul, I can't tell you how much it's meant to me to have you as a friend.
Well, the feeling is mutual, my friend.
I'm amazed that I could take to heart the suggestion that I could be someone different than the person I thought I was.
And not a timid wallflower.
Exactly. That I could find people and go up to them and ask them to be part of our group, and they might actually say yes.
Well, you paid attention. You followed your intuition. You chose people with kind faces.
Yeah, kind faces are golden. But still at night, when I'm alone, I feel this horrible emptiness, and I'm still missing John.
You know what fills emptiness?
What?
A dog.
A dog?
Actually, a puppy. I think you need a puppy.
What? I'm not the kind of person who can train a puppy.
There you go again, limiting yourself on the basis of what you have been in the past. Let the idea of a puppy float through you without judgment.
I'll try. Oh, maybe we could share the dog. You could substitute riding your bike for walking a puppy.
Girl, you must have read my mind. I was just about to call you.
Really? Did Trump say something outrageous again today?
I'm sure he did, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. Julia Johnson, she made one of her rare appearances in town today. I saw this woman talking to her. So afterwards, I went up to her and I asked her, so what was Julia like? Her name's Beverly. She's new to Belfast and she didn't even know who Julia was. But get this, Beverly asked Julia to be part of a growing old together group, whatever that is. And apparently, Julia said yes. So guess who else is going to join this group?
I suppose you are.
That's right.
Are you really interested in a growing old together group?
Not particularly, but what does interest me is getting to know Julia Johnson.
Well, she is an intriguing woman. Kind of mysterious.
I bet she's got stories to tell. I mean, she lived in New York among the rich and the powerful. I wonder if she has Trump and Epstein stories to tell.
I suppose. But the real reason I called you is I got the strangest package in the mail today.
Really? What was it?
An elephant finger puppet.
A finger puppet of an elephant? Who sent it to you?
I have no clue. The package was addressed to me, but the sender was anonymous. And with the puppet was a note attached.
What's it say?
I'll read it to you. Dear Priscilla, I know life's been difficult for you. This finger puppet carries a special kind of magic that can help you find your way forward. Sit quietly, place the puppet on your finger, and wait for a conversation to begin. You'll probably feel a bit foolish, but it's good magic. With the puppet's help, you'll be able to sort things out. That's it. That's all it said.
That's crazy. Who do you think sent it?
I have no idea. I was hoping you might have a clue.
I haven't a clue. So, are you going to give it a try?
The puppet? Of course not.
Hey, Richard, Wayne. Haven't seen you guys in a while. How you been?
Terrible. I have to go to court.
Oh, so Wayne tells me. Well, one of you can get in the front and the other one can get chauffeured in the back.
Well, I've never experienced being chauffeured before, so I think I'll just sit in the back.
All right. So what happened that you guys got to go to court anyway?
This rich guy from away that we sold some land to, he accused Richard of making terroristic threats.
Bullshit!
I told you it wasn't going to do a bit of good to go over there and threaten those people. Sometimes you got no sense.
Richard, what did they do to make you so mad?
They lied. That's what they did. They lied.
2 years ago, we sold them 6 acres of land. They promised they wouldn't build anything that would block our view of the water.
So, did you get that in writing?
Of course not. A man's word should be enough.
It should be, but these people only spend summers here, so they don't give a shit what people think of them.
They got a fucking mansion in Arizona.
The guy made a point of showing me a picture of his house, just showing off.
What an asshole.
Some of these people can be really obnoxious that way.
You got that right. I wasn't planning on threatening them. I was trying to be reasonable.
Reasonable? The first thing you did was bang your walking stick on the guy's door, pissed him off right from the start.
What happened when he got to the door?
I told him he lied to me.
How'd he respond to that?
He just got real snooty.
Apparently, the guy just took out the business card of his lawyer and handed it to my brother.
He told me if I had a problem to take it up with his lawyer.
Can you imagine? The guy carries business cards of his lawyer around in his wallet to hand out to anybody he pisses off.
What an asshole.
So, what did you do then, Richard?
I tore up his damn card. I told him I was gonna go get my gun and blow that smug look off his face.
Yeah, I bet that would qualify as a terrorist threat.
Yeah, that's what I said. My brother, he's got no sense sometimes.
Hell, I wasn't gonna shoot him. I was just so mad at him, I couldn't stand his snobby attitude.
Before you know it, there's a police car in our driveway, and now Richard's got to appear in court.
Richard, you've lived your whole life here. People know you. You're not a violent man.
He's got a temper, though.
You do too. You know, a man can only take so much before he snaps.
You got a lawyer?
We can't afford no lawyer.
They'll probably assign you one then, I think. Hey, look at that big old hawk soaring up there.
know, some people would think you are creepy, but I'm gonna view you as cute. Whoever sent you to me knows that my life hasn't always been easy. It's been difficult. And you're to be good magic? Let's give it a try. I've always had trouble with the art of happiness. You're cute. Thanks. You're cute too. It's been a long time since anybody's told me I'm cute. You know what they say, an elephant never forgets. So, my little elephant friend, tell me what you haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten how you danced in your sparkly ballet slippers. God, I love those slippers. I felt so beautiful in them. They were so beautiful. Who was it that gave you those sparkling slippers? You know the answer to that. Yes, I do. An elephant never forgets. I want to hear you saying it. My father gave me those ballet slippers. I know what you're getting at. There was a time before he was so bitter. Bingo! Do you remember how he loved to watch you dance around in those slippers? Vaguely. If you ask him, he'll tell you watching you dance was his happiest memories. Ask him? How do I do that? My father's been dead for over 30 years. That's all I know. He couldn't stop talking about how high you could leap in those slippers. Too bad he became a total shit after he gave me those slippers. Yup, started drinking heavily, lost his job, beat up your mother, sent her to the hospital. Those are his greatest regrets. You're telling me my dead father regrets all that went down? Does he ever? He's still looking for those sparkling ballet slippers. Is he now? What are the chances he will find them? It depends on how you write the rest of this story. Oh, it's on me, is it? Fuck off, little elephant guy. What did you say her name was?
Beverly. Her husband died of a heart attack 5 months ago, just before they planned to retire to Belfast. Oh. Beverly met Nancy Robbins, and Nancy was the person who made up this Growing Old Together group. And you know me, I would not be interested in that at all, except for the fact that she has gotten Julia Johnson interested.
Oh. Well, what did Beverly say happens in this group?
I don't think that she knows for sure, but she talked about calling forth courage. I told her that you would be interested in being part of the group. I mean, wouldn't you like to meet Julia Johnson?
Sure I would, but that doesn't mean I want to join the group to meet Julia Johnson. I find that deceptive.
Oh, God, Pris, you are so much more honest than I am.
I've been known to lie occasionally. However, I am interested in the part of the group that promotes courage.
You know, we all need courage in these crazy times. Have you had any more thoughts about who might have sent you that Finger puppet?
No clue.
Did you try to do the thing that they recommended with that puppet?
Of course not.
Hi, Beverly. Don't you love downshift coffee? This is my friend Priscilla.
Hi, Beverly. I hear you're new in Belfast.
I am, yes.
Welcome. Come on, let's sit down. So I've met some nice people here. People like Margaret.
Yeah, and Julia Johnson.
Oh, Julia Johnson. Yes. Well, the first person I met was Nancy Robbins. Meeting Nancy changed my attitude completely about being here.
Nancy Robbins, I know Nancy. She's a pistol.
That describes her.
A big-hearted pistol.
Yeah. Well, Nancy's been so welcoming that she made me feel like anything is possible here in Belfast.
Good things, I hope. I want to hear more about this group growing old together.
Okay, well, Nancy thought of the idea of a growing old together group. Okay, it would be a group, a really terrific group, and she said that as we age, we experience loss, having to let go of things, you know? Like, she fell off her bike recently and hurt herself, and she can't ride her bike anymore, so she has to let go of that. And my husband died 5 months ago, and I guess I have to let go of him. Hard as it is.
I'm so sorry to hear about your husband.
Thanks. You know, whenever I start talking about myself, I worry that I'm just boring the crap out of people and that I'm some kind of narcissist.
You are not a narcissist.
Well, I've been thinking about narcissists lately, and I think somehow we're all narcissists sometimes when we're all involved in ourselves. And you know what? I know I am.
Right. I had the idea of renaming the group the Compassionate Narcissist Group. I mean, after all, we all need compassion when those times when we get all caught up in ourselves. I don't really care what we call the group, it doesn't matter. But Nancy said to be sure that this group would be one that would call forth courage.
I like that.
Great! So did Julia. Yeah.
Julia Johnson?
Oh, yes, Julia said, life is not for the faint of heart.
And it is not. Julia would know, given the life that she has led.
I guess she would.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have another friend, Mary. Maybe we can get her to be part of this group. She just had a cancer diagnosis, and that takes courage.
Yeah, and compassion too.
Mm-hmm.
Bravo!
Yes! Bravo!
Thank you so much. Doesn't music lift your spirits in such a special way?
Absolutely, that was beautiful.
Whenever I get overwhelmed by what's going out in the world, I come out here, I play my clarinet to lift my spirits and welcome anyone else who would join me in this endeavor. Music offers us a gateway to move from despair to hope and to beauty.
Absolutely, that's beautiful.
I invite you to select a piece of paper from this basket, kind of like a tarot card.
Thank you. Let's see what it says. It's Julian of Norwich. She's a favorite of mine. And she says, all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of thing shall be well. Thank you so much.
Very well.
Thank you.
Will be well, and all will be well.
You know, it's strange, but ever since my cancer has returned, it's like my life has slowed down for me.
Slowed down?
Yeah, like a central part of me just refuses to be in a hurry.
And that's a good thing?
It's a very good thing. It's like I was living with tunnel vision, always focused on getting somewhere. Now all that matters is what is here right now, and life in all its strange beauty and splendor.
That sounds wonderful.
By slowing down, it allows good things to come to me, like that sweet man playing on his bass clarinet.
Isn't that something?
I don't want to be in a hurry anymore. See the seagull?
You know, I took your suggestion seriously about not picking up my phone so much and resisting going down those rabbit holes.
Good for you. How's it going?
Well, I feel a little better. And I don't know, a little less angry. And, you know, I realize that I have spent my life in a perpetual state of bitterness.
Really time to let that go.
Yes. Well, you know that growing old group that we were telling you about?
Yeah.
At first I thought it was silly. And then Nancy Bobbin said, growing old is letting things go. And I would like to not die with bitterness.
How'd you come to that realization?
I don't really know. Weird, but good magic.
Good magic?
I got this package in the mail. No sender. And inside was a elephant finger puppet.
God.
And a note that said, if you have a conversation with this elephant, good magic will happen and you can move forward.
What'd you think of that?
Well, first I thought it was creepy.
Creepy, right.
And then I thought the elephant was kind of cute. So I decided to talk to him. And he implied that I should forgive my father.
Ooh, that's big. So what did you think of that?
I was pissed off, and I threw the puppet off my finger. And then I got to thinking, pissed off and being bitter is my fallback in life.
Not good.
No, not good.
You know, I like the idea of there being good magic to tap into, though. You know, the day that I went to see my doctor, I woke up with this voice in my head, and it said, "Your time has come." When I told Ralph, my driver to Portland, about that dream, he suggested that it was about becoming a butterfly and getting out of my cocoon and learning to fly.
I know Ralph. He's a good listener. He listened to me ramble on about myself.
You know, I wouldn't have thought much about it except when I was waiting for Ralph to appear, there was a butterfly that I swear was fluttering around me for a good 5 minutes. Maybe that's a good kind of magic?
Well, part of me thinks that kind of thing is absurd. But another part of me seems willing to entertain the idea that there could be some good magic at work here. Anyway, I've decided I'm going to be a part of that growing old together group. Give it a chance and see whether any good magic shows up.
But all will be well, and all will be well, and all will be well, and all will be
Triggers.
Yeah, that's what my teacher says. Triggers. That's something when somebody says something that makes you upset or mad.
So, what are your triggers?
Well, some smart-ass rich guy taking out his lawyer's card. Now, that's definitely a trigger for me.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
Yep. Next time I see a rich guy like that take out his wallet, hand me his lawyer's card, I'll be able to think about how I'm clenching my jaw and how my teacher said take 3 deep breaths before I clobber the guy.
And who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? You're learning a lot at your anger management class.
Yep, only 7 more sessions and I get my diploma to take to the judge to show him I know how to behave myself.
Well, it was either that or go to jail.
Yep, my back's killing me. Let's get out of here. Oh, look at the puppy.
Oh, can we pet your puppy?
Certainly. Come on,
His name is Augie, and he's just come from puppy class.
Puppy class?
Yeah, that's where puppies learn to play with each other.
It's the cutest thing you have ever seen.
Augie just had puppy class and I had anger management class. I think a puppy class would have done me a lot more good.
What did you do to get sent to anger management class?
I just yelled at some rich, snobby asshole who lied to us.
We sold him some land and he broke his promise about what he'd build on it.
Well, that would piss me off too.
Yeah. Do you guys have a dog?
We had a dog, a beagle named Betsy. Best damn hunting dog ever.
Betsy was the best dog ever, period. She died last winter and our house hasn't been the same since.
You need a puppy.
Oh, I'm too old for a puppy.
I used to think that way myself until Nancy here convinced me otherwise. It takes courage to grow old.
Ain't that the damn truth?
It's don't forget to sing, oh la dee da dee da. I'll remind you if you remind me. For the winter is long, but song will keep us on. Keeping us on are the ones of feather, blood, and bone. My friend, your kinship will keep me a singing.
Nice to see you, girl.
Gather round on the darkest day of the year.
For the first time in a long time, a poem rose up in me.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes. Not forgiving killed my mother. It came not in blood, fire, ice, nor a dramatic explosion scattering pieces, but in an erosion of her buoyant self, a chipping away, erasing joy, love, understanding. Anger overcame her personality. Eventually, she found herself all alone, having exhausted everyone she cared about by her old story of betrayal. Late in life, I realize I'm more like my mother than I care to admit. Out of loyalty to her, I carry the torch of resentment towards my father.
Whoa.
Late in life, it's time to let it all go. I want to learn the fine art of happiness.
Wow, Priscilla, I really love that. The fine art of letting go. It's just, I want to learn that fine art, that art of happiness. This really sounds like a breakthrough for you.
I think maybe it is.
You know, there must be something in the air. Priscilla, you had this incredibly insightful poem, and last night I had a dream.
Oh, tell us about it.
It was about Julia Johnson.
It seems that you have somewhat of an obsession about that woman.
I guess I do. in the dream. Somehow I have been invited to visit Julia. I walk down the path which leads to her little retreat house, but I can't find her. I look inside, but she isn't there. I'm about to give up when I hear her speak my name. I look up, and there she is, floating in the sky above me. I am awestruck. How are you doing that? I ask her.
Doing what?
Flying, I say.
Oh, you can't fly?
Then I remember how Mary is always pointing out the seagulls soaring on the wind, and I think, this is what Mary is talking about. And then I woke up. The dream left me feeling ecstatic.
That's amazing. Just what does Julia Johnson represent to you?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. You know, I went down a rabbit hole about Julia when she lived up in the rarefied atmosphere of the rich and the powerful. Now, what really amazes me is how she managed to walk away from it all.
Right. Julia just let it all go. That's what we have to do as we grow older.
She flew in your dream? It reminds me of a book that I read by this respected historian, and it was entitled They Flew. It's about these Catholic saints from about 400 years ago who had these ecstatic experiences, people like Teresa of Avila, who were actually seen and by hundreds of witnesses actually levitating. The historical evidence is pretty strong, but our prevailing worldview says simply, people can't fly. But who really knows what's possible in this world?
This reminded me of when I was a little kid, probably under 18 months of age. I was in the crib, I crawled out to the window, and I dropped down into the pine leaves. And after I did that, I knew I'm safe. I'm really safe. And I ran out through the mountain laurel, and I got out to the sidewalk, and I knew I can fly. And I spread my arms, and I started running down the street. And then my Uncle John, he saw me from inside the house, and he tells my mother, "Hey, Margie's outside, buck naked, running down the street." And I don't know if it's just the story was told so many times that's why I remember it, or if it really happened. But part of me thinks it really did happen.
You know, anything was possible when we were little kids.
Yeah, you know, since I've awakened from that dream, I feel like I really could fly.
William Blake wrote, "He who kisses joy while it's flying lives in eternity's sunrise."
Oh, God, I love that. I want to live in eternity's sunrise. You know, guys, I don't have a dream to share, or a poem for that matter, but I do have this intimate clarity that feels like I'm kissing the joy that flies.
Wow, that's a big statement. What's your clarity about?
That I'm not going to do chemotherapy.
Wow, what did your doctor say?
She said that chemotherapy was my only chance to have another remission.
A chance? What kind of chance?
Well, when I pressed her, she put my odds at 60-40. She gave me a 60% chance of another remission.
It's better than even. Don't you like those chances?
If I were to choose chemo, the odds are that 100% of the time I would feel like shit, with absolutely no guarantee that I would feel better. I'd be spending a lot of time in long hospital corridors under awful lighting, hooked up to an IV, watching my hair fall out. Where I really want to be now is outside enjoying this exquisite beauty of the spring in Maine.
Oh, Mary, are you sure?
I am. At this point in my life, the quality of my life matters to me more than quantity, and I love the quality of my life right now. It's like I've finally learned, Priscilla, what you call the fine art of happiness. At this late stage in my life, I want to be about letting go and not clutching tightly. You know, contrary to Dylan Thomas, I do not want to rage against the dying of the light.
Maybe I'm just being a narcissist, but I don't want to lose you. I want us to grow old together.
Yes, yes, yes! I want you to hang around and share dreams and poems with us.
Oh, you guys, I know you love me. I know you'll miss me. I really do. But the truth is, you don't really need me here. My decision would be different if I had someone whose life depended on me, like a child or a dog. But as it is, I'm free to take my leave, and that's what I'm choosing to do.
Well, damn it, Mary. I want you to visit us in our dreams when you're gone. And I want some poems from you from the other side.
Well, damn it, I'm not dead yet. I want a party. A homecoming party, because that's what it feels like. It feels like I am finally coming home. Let's kill the damn fatted calf, play some really great music that makes people want to jump up and dance, and let's please laugh a lot.
Are we allowed to cry at this party as well?
Sweetheart, yes, you can cry, but you just have to promise there'll be equal measures of laughter as well.
And brothers, my witness, I hear the present call, and it's the one that I've always known through every rise and fall.
Thank you for letting me have a little more Augie-doggy time. Richard would have come as well, but his back is killing him. But I gotta tell you, meeting Augie lifted Richard's spirits something fierce.
Are you guys going to get yourself a puppy?
We're thinking about it.
I better take Augie home. He's pretty worn out.
You don't mind?
Not at all. Augie and I could both use a nap. Come on, buddy.
We'll see you later, Augie, doggy. And you too, Nancy.
See you later, Wayne. Say hi to Richard for me.
Aren't they something?
They sure are. Have you ever owned a dog before?
Oh, yes. When I was a kid, I did. I love dogs, but my husband was more of a cat person, so we always had cats. I'd forgotten how much fun dogs are.
Your husband didn't let you have a dog?
Well, not exactly. He had a bad experience with a dog when he was young, and it made him ill at ease with dogs. You know, it's funny. I talk with my husband, and he doesn't talk back, but I have this sense that he can hear me. I asked him to help me not feel so alone while I was here in Belfast. So I have this feeling that if something good happens, he's had a hand in making that happen. And I just wonder if he had a hand in bringing Augie Doggy into my life.
Well, that was thoughtful of him.
Do you think it's possible? I mean, that someone we love who's died can help us with a problem?
I sure do. When my mother was dying, we had her in the house, and she kept telling us all the people that she was seeing, her mother mostly, but also my father and my brother. And, well, she even at one point said she saw her dog, Junebug, right over there in the corner. It felt like they were all there in the room right with us.
Wow.
I've heard stories like that. Do you think that that really can help? That people can help?
I sure do. Like when I can't find the pie pans, I just say, Mama, where's the pie pans? And next thing you know, I found the pie pans.
I should try that.
There's this cardinal that comes to the feeder out back. It flies all about, and I feel like my mother has come by to say hi. It comforts me.
Hi, Beverly. Where's Augie Doggy?
Nancy has him. He was a tired pup.
I was really looking forward to meeting Augie. Well, hi, I'm Mary. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Mary. I'm Wayne. You're in for a treat when you meet Augie.
Well, aren't puppies little heart warmers? Listen, I'm going to be throwing a big feast on the waterfront, a kind of Babette's Feast kind of thing. Would you like to come?
Babette's Feast?
Oh, it's a glorious French movie. It's about people feasting and celebrating. Well worth watching. Anyway, I would love you to come, and if you would, please bring Augie.
Count me in.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yay.
Hi, Julia. So nice to hear your voice.
Hello, Beverly. I'm just checking in to see if we have a date set up yet for our Growing Old Together group.
Not yet, but soon, I think.
In the meantime, would you be interested in coming out to my little abode for tea?
Yes, I'd love that.
It's a bit of a hike from where you park to my little house, but you're spry. I think you can handle it.
Oh, could I bring my friend Margaret along? You know, she wants to join the group too. She told me she had some kind of weird and wonderful dream that you're involved in, and she wants to talk to you about it. She said it was transformational, whatever that means.
I don't invite many people to my place. Does this Margaret have, as you say, a kind face?
Yes, I believe she does.
Okay then.
Take to the sky, I'll be singing on the wing. And there's a breeze that'll carry me softly, gentle as the arms that guide my way.
Augie.
I didn't bring Augie because I was worried he'd tear your house apart. Instead, I brought my friend Margaret.
Hello, Margaret. Beverly testifies to the kindness of your heart.
I am not sure that I'm worthy of that testimony.
We all live with regrets, don't we? Come, let me show you around.
All right.
I spend a lot of time by this stream. The water is constantly changing, never the same. But the essence of the stream is always here.
It's so peaceful.
Do you ever get lonely out here?
Sometimes I do.
Julia, I feel like I have been here before because of this incredible dream that I had. In my dream, you had invited me here, and I was coming down the path, and I was looking for you, but I couldn't see you. So I came up and looked in the windows and tried to knock on the door, and I didn't see you, but then you called to me, and I looked up, and my God, you were flying.
That must have been quite a sight.
It was. You know, I was so surprised to see you flying, and you were surprised and told me, can't you? That was it. That was my dream.
Aren't dreams funny? So, tell tell me, how is this dream transformative for you?
You know, I think all my life I have been trying to get a grip on everything, have all my ducks in a row, know what life was going to bring. And somehow, this dream showed me that I could let go of that grip and just live life. It was amazing.
That seems to be the secret of growing old.
Apparently, Julia, there were saints who actually levitated. So I need to know, can you really fly?
No, I can't levitate, and I'm no saint. Margaret, I think you know my backstory. Back in the city when my life fell apart, I moved here with the intention of finding God. You know, I did a lot of fasting and praying and hoping that I would have my very own burning bush experience. You know, that God would pull back the veil and solve all my doubts, forgive all my sins, and give me a mystical, transcendental experience that would last me the rest of my life.
I'm guessing that never happened.
You're right. It didn't happen. But what did happen is I learned to slow down, to be okay with feeling lonely or empty. And in a way, that's a kind of levitation. The wind of the Spirit seems to take me where it will. Instead of one burning bush experience, I have lots of small ones. I have these exquisite moments when, I swear, a bird up in the tree is calling my name.
I've had that same thought.
I make one of my rare trips to town, determined to keep to myself. I sit on a bench and let the sun shine down on my face and feel my heart strangely warmed. And a very brave angel appears before me and informs me that my guarded, cautious face has transformed into a face that looks kind. And this same angel, disguised as a total stranger, invites me to be part of a mystery called the Growing Old Together group.
Well, imagine that.
Life is full of surprises, isn't it?
A dear friend of mine, Mary, she was going to be part of our Growing Old Together group. And maybe she still will be, but she had cancer, and now it's recurred.
Oh.
And she just told us that she's choosing not to do chemotherapy when her doctor told her that her only chance of remission was to do chemotherapy. And she's so peaceful about that decision. And I am awestruck by how she's accepted that.
Did Mary say how she wanted to spend the time she has left on Earth?
The one thing she wants is a party. I guess it's a farewell party, although she called it a homecoming party.
What a beautiful idea. We're all prodigal sons and daughters making our way back home together.
Mary wants there to be a lot of good food, good drink, and she especially wants good music and good dancing.
In the past, I would have said, I don't dance. But I'll dance at this party.
How could you not?
How could you not, indeed?
Hey, you two Cinderellas. I'm your carriage driver. Are you ready to go to the ball?
I guess we better be back by midnight or this carriage is going to turn into a pumpkin.
So, Ralph, last week I met this lady named Mary, and she invited us to a party, and I thought, great, I love a good party. But now Beverly tells me that Mary, who looks perfectly well, is dying.
Well, apparently her cancer has returned, yeah.
Oh, there's nothing that can be done?
Well, she could go for chemotherapy, but she's chosen not to.
Well, God bless her. And she's throwing a party?
That's right. She's got it all catered and everything.
What a beautiful thing. That's how I would like to go out. Well, what's up here, Ralph? You putting on puppet shows?
Well, an elephant never forgets.
Music is flowing through the trees, glittering stars, they touch the leaves, glinting their joy all around. Her song, it makes the woods resound. Oh, can you hear me call to you? Oh, 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 it's a song that'll guide you through the dark. Oh, 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 oh,
I could put my